Hello, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's. I have a scan tool I've been sent here to check out. It is from Kingbolen and it is the K8 model. So let's open it up and have a look. Okay, so I've got the tool here on my desk. Let's open it up. A couple of little clip tabs on each side there. And this is what we have inside the case. So it looks like we have the scan tool right here. Bluetooth USB dongle. Different chargers and adapters, so you got US plug, European plugs in there, and a couple of the older type USB fitments, so for different types of vehicles. Looks like old Mercedes and BMW type in there. Now you know what, I've been doing this mechanics for at least 15 years, and I've only ever used, I can't even remember a time where I've had to use a different fitment other than the OBD, normal OBD2 socket. Inside here we have the accessories, so serial number, card, user manual, again some different fitments for the USB, sorry not the USB, the OBD, some spare fuses, different fitment types in there, all of the most common types I suppose. Now in the other side we have an OBD extension, so places where this might be difficult to reach, you've got an extension cable for that. A few other different types of cables there. USB-C cable. Different types of power supplies. Cigarette lighter one here, and one that you can connect it straight to a 12-volt source like a battery. Now, like all the rest of my scan tools, I usually close these up and hardly ever use them again. Main two parts of the tools you're going to be using is the OBD connector and the actual tool itself. Okay, so here's the tool. I've taken it out of the box. It's asking me to log in with a password. If I tap here, I can use it, you can see there, up to 10 times without registering it. So we'll do that for now. Before that, we'll have a little look over the actual look of the tool itself. It's got these bumpers on each corner there. Waterproof tabs here that close off the USB-C and USB-A connectors. Power switch is right here. On the back we can see it's got a camera and a removable panel there for maybe attachments. Nice, stiff, sturdy stand. So it's nice and stiff, it doesn't flap around. Let's get the USB tool out. This is it. And this is the other side, so we'll get it plugged into a car now. So what I will mention is that this is a tool from Kingbolen in China. So the link I'll put on the video is going to go to an Amazon site. And you can see that it looks familiar because it's using launch software. So again, this is a tool that you'd need to buy it from Amazon. Okay, I've got a vehicle here that we can plug it into. Okay, so we're in the car now. We'll switch the ignition on. Okay, I'm trying to get it in the best position where we're not getting so much sun glare. Try to block off the windshield there. So let's have a look at the different options we have. We have a diagnosis option. So we're going to start a trial just so we don't have to log in yet. We're going to search for Volvo. So I suppose we'll just take you through all of the different brands that are listed on here. Okay, so we're going to look for Volvo, and here it is. Just tells you what some of the updates there that it's putting onto the Volvo vehicles. Reading ECUs, adaptation of the throttle body, all of this. There's a long list there. Okay, let's press OK. Okay, so we have an automatic search option. Let's press OK. We'll do a health report. So it's taking 25 seconds for that to complete. Air quality sensor, temperature coefficient, tailgate algorithm based on signal incorrect after event. So a couple of electrical issues there. Let's go into the tailgate, see what options we have there for that. The tailgate on this car seems to be working fine, so I'm not sure why it's got fault codes. Position sensor, control module not configured. So let's press back. See what special functions we have here. Activation of the boot lid open and closing in, resetting the learned maximum open angle. So you can change that. I'll exit there. Let's do a fast clear of all the fault codes. And that's done. So the most common thing most people are going to do is go into the engine system. If we have a look in here, you got data streams or live data, whichever one you like to call it. You got all of these different live data values here that you can look at. So let's say fuel pressure, engine speed, glow plug commanded, particle filter pressure sensor, and the soot in the particle filter, let's say those ones. Alternator current. Now we're going to need to start the vehicle up. So you can see here we have PSI on the particle filter pressure, but it looks like we have a drop down bar where we can change it. Millibars. You can see the glow plug commanded percentage there. That's with the vehicle running. Fuel pressure, engine RPM there, and how many amps the alternator current is pulling. So we can change a few of these readings. The change them from millibars to kPAs, PSI. So that gives you an idea of how the live data works and how you can read and clear the fault codes there. We'll go back from here. So you can do system scan, system selection. You can just pick a single item if you want to search just that. If we come back from there again, let's see what else we have. We should have special options somewhere. Oh, we should have stayed in there then really. Go back in. So if we go to system selection again and we search for the diesel engine, we should have obviously special functions within that module. So here we have checking the oil level, adaptation of the throttle body, all of these different items, reset the particle filter, adaptation of the pressure sensor. Have we got DPF regeneration on here? Doesn't look like. Oh yeah, there we go. Combustion of the soot particles, so it's just different wording for it. So you can do a forced regen on the car. Let's go back from there. So if we're back on the main menu, you've got a maintenance option. Let's see what's in here. Start trial, TPMS, we've got oil, brake bleeding, AdBlue resets. So it's a pretty high spec tool. It's able to do AdBlue and DPFs. It's not just a code reader. You can do bidirectional controls, DPF resets, AdBlue resets. What else have we got? Coolant, ECU, firmware matching, gear, gearbox, auto lights, seats, stop start, tires, suspension, TPMS. So I take it you need obviously an extra TPMS tool to go with that. Intelligent Diagnostics. What's the difference in this one? Well, we've got to make an account to do that. Coverage list, which is basically going to be just the same list that we have on the vehicle selection menu. So again, that just gives you a list of all the different vehicles there. You've got remote assistance on it, modules, what's in here? So these are the things you can add: a printer, video scope, oscilloscope, and a battery tester. Store, repair info, feedback. What have we got in the store? No, again, we need to make an account with the device to do that. Now if we come back to the files, so this is the last diagnostic report that we've done. You should be able to send this to, let's have a look. Cancel. So obviously there is an option there to send that diagnostic report via email. Okay, so that is the Kingbolen K7 diagnostic tool there. I'll put the link in the video description where you can buy it from, and I'll see you on one of the next videos.